Hello, 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 and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red. Last time, we did a lot of ranting about Mortal Kombat, because I'm still kind of salty about that, huh? I need that in my life. There is the Mortal Kombat 11 trailer, not terribly long ago, and I liked it. I mean, I was kind of sad to see my boy Scorpion get did like that by Raiden. I mean, Scorpion's my dude. So, that one kind of hurt. But that's what sparked my my conversation about Mortal Kombat Legacy in my personal life, not here on Nuzlocke. But I also don't know if anyone's guessed the legendary thing yet, because all these things are being recorded on the same day. Because like what I'm doing is I'm trying to record as much as I can. There's the card key. So what we're going to do is continue what I said I was going to do, and just go up through all the floors, beat all the rockets, and then we'll double back and loot this place like the criminal we are. But I'm recording everything I can before the holidays roll in, because the holidays are incredibly busy for, I'm sure for you guys, but they're incredibly busy for me as well, with all the family that I have to do rounds with. And there's no way I'd have the peace and quiet or the time to record, and I don't want to break my schedule now just because of Christmas. So I'm recording a pretty solid batch in advance for Pokemon, for Steam stuff, for arcade. Well, Steam stuff is relatively taken care of. We have to do a couple of things for Arcade Alley. Got to do a handful of episodes of what was that? What was that? What was that? I don't know. We gotta do a handful of episodes. Another Magma. Handful of episodes of One Life to Lose. So it's gonna be a busy week for me as far as recording and editing goes. Because I also have to get an episode of Arcade Alley up today. And by today, I don't mean your today. I mean my today. And then going forward into 2019, I'm going to be updating the look of, not really the look of my channel, but I'm going to be doing some kind of quality of life things for myself, just to make my videos look a little bit spiffier. So be on the lookout for those nifty little things. And I know I've discussed it on Twitter, but just correct chop it. This fish. Just punch this fish. Make this fish sushi. I've discussed it on Twitter already, to an extent, but I intend to possibly do some commissions with for video intros for people on YouTube, just so I can continue building my skills in After Effects, because I've already made something for me, and to be honest, it's already looking very basic. Like, I'm already looking at it like, man, I could have done so much better. So I might end up making myself a completely different intro just because I'm already dissatisfied with what I made. Which is, it says a lot about being a creator. Because, like, one thing that I like about myself, if I can toot my own horn for a second, is I do like to pick up new skills, and I do pride myself on being the creative type. So, you know, I taught myself how to use Sony Vegas. Well, I guess it's Magic Vegas now, because I'm just gonna call it Vegas Pro. I taught myself how to use Vegas Pro. I taught myself how to use Photoshop and an offshoot of Photoshop called GIMP. I taught myself how to use After Effects while I'm teaching myself. You know, a lot of the skills that I have, I taught myself. And, you know, it's just something that I pride myself on. So, can I fight you? So, working on commissions for people will help me build my skills in After Effects even more. I'm saying though, like, it's not a guarantee thing. It's not like I'm saying absolutely yes, 100% I'm going to do it. It really depends on where I feel my skill level is at and what the person is asking me to do. Because listen guys, I'm not an expert. I've been doing this for like less than a week as of the recording of this video. So as of December 18th, I have been doing After Effects for maybe four days. Oh, I wasn't looking at this. What's coming up? By the time this video goes up, though, I will have been doing it for maybe a week and a half. So my skills are nowhere near expert level. Like, I do have a freaking browse. I do have a decent understanding of what the program's like and how to do things. So like I'm slowly getting there, slowly building my skills to the point where I would feel comfortable doing intros for people. And once I get to a point where I feel like my skills are solid, like marketable, I'll probably, you know, I'll probably charge, as most people would in my position. But it's not going to be like anything outlandish, you know? Like, I'm not going to be like, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus here, but there's a certain person that I was considering getting an intro from, and then, you know, you look at the quality of their work, and it's, you know, it's okay, it's decent, but it's not worth $50 base pay and then $10 an hour additionally. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, sure, like sometimes it does take me all day to do one simple animation, but I'd rather charge a flat price than... No, I don't need to change for a Wurmple. Hey, it's Wurmple! But I'd rather charge a flat rate. That way, when it comes time to ask the person, okay, hey, is this what you like? Do we need to make any tweaks? That way they don't feel like I'm stringing them along just to get more money out of them. It's like, oh, okay, well this is going to take me another 2 hours to do, so it's another $20. I don't want to be that guy. I'd rather charge a flat rate and then just be that guy that's known for customer service. It's like, okay, he doesn't really like this or she doesn't really like that. What can I do to tweak this to make it more likable to them? That's the kind of creator I want to be. That being said, if it does get to a point where I am doing a commission for you in the future, we're going to switch you out just because you're paralyzed. If I am doing a commission for you in the future, there are definitely going to be things that I'm going to need you to provide for me, like if you have like a vision for what you would like in your head, please don't make it incredibly complex. You know, what song you would like to go with it, how long you would like your intro to be. Like between 10 and 15 seconds is a solid length of time. Regardless, it's gonna take me a long time. If you want any very specific images or like videos tied to it, you know, stuff like that. If you have a logo, but I'm not gonna worry about all that right now. I'll worry about that when the time comes. If the time comes. It could be tomorrow, it could be mid-January, I don't know. It really depends on where I feel my personal skill level is at when the time comes. Mantine, huh? We should be able to get you with a spark, right? As Kellen Quinn from Sleeping with Sirens would say, I have saved you a spark. I hate Sleeping with Sirens so much. They have a few catchy songs, like they have a few bangers, like If You Can't Hang, that's a classic. Do they have any other classics? What's it called? If I'm James Dean, You're Audrey Hepburn. Is that what the song's called? That's a good song. That's a banger too. That's a certified banger. Everything else, can't stand it. Can't stand Kellen Quinn's voice. It's so nasally. It's very whiny and high-pitched, and I'm just like, this is what the girls drop their panties over? Like, this guy that looks like he could be wearing panties? I mean, if that's his jam, I'm not gonna be like, Kellen Quinn, you're a horrible human being for wearing panties. If that's what he gets off on, more power to him. I'm just saying, I think his singing hurts my ears. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes he can be good in other people's songs, like when he was in King for a Day by Pierce the Veil. That certified banger. A+, 10 out of 10. I listen to it maybe once every 2 months. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but let me justify that by saying my iPhone has almost 1,000 songs on it. And just like everyone else, I go into those moods where I listen to the same like 15 songs over and over for like weeks on end. It's Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls. I feel like you could do serious damage just because of your attack stat. We're gonna switch to Bridget. 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 Really? You decided to rest? I could have had Davis smack you upside your stupid Yogi Bear head. Yeah, get out of my face. I wonder how much longer we have until we spin off into our next Nuzlocke series. No, we got this. Because, like, we're about halfway through, maybe a little more than halfway through, because once you're past this point, you know, gym just start flying by, because after this we gotta go take on Koga. Actually, no, after this we can go take on Sabrina. So yeah, after we leave here, we can go right into another gym, and then after that is Koga, and then after that is Blaine, and then we have the whole side quest where Moltres is. And then after that is Giovanni. Moonstone, huh? So, I mean, realistically, we're not terribly far off from the end of this game. Who needs it? Davis needs it. Sounds like Davis needs affection. Oh, I need it so much. I shouldn't say that about my son. Oh, did we not fight you? Okay, I thought we fought you. Whoops. I'm just... Coming in here and brutalizing all these cops kind of reminds me of that scene from, ooh, a Soul Rock. That could be rough. You know, we're gonna send Bridget out. It reminds me of that scene from Daredevil Season 3, where, Deadshot goes into the fire span, where Deadshot goes into the, what is the news place where, like the Daily Bugle or whatever it's called, I don't know, the newspaper place. He goes into there and just starts murdering people, like left and right. Oh my god. That's kind of what this feels like. I'm sorry if that was a spoiler for Season 3 of Daredevil, but if you haven't watched it by now, you're not going to watch it. And if you are going to watch it, you'll forget by the time it comes around. But he goes in there and just wrecks face. These people didn't stand a chance against him. So that's kind of what I feel like going against all these cops, just walking into their territory. I mean, technically it's not their territory, because this is someone else's building. So, they basically Christopher Columbus this, where it's like, hey, this is our building, and then people were like, but we were already here, and they're like, ooh, but we already called the guys. That's a reference to Caleb City, if you guys don't know who that is. He used to be a very, very popular Viner, back when Vine was a thing, remember that? Now he's an equally successful YouTuber. He's basically ported a lot of his Vines to YouTube. He's very funny. I suggest, if you need a good laugh, like if you're in a bad mood, if you're having a rough day, I highly suggest checking out Caleb City's videos. They're so funny. So funny. And he posts relatively often. His videos are never long. I mean, some of them are long, but the ones that are long are worth a watch. Oh my goodness. So I don't want to really spoil any of his funny videos. Because one of his more recent ones about... All I'm going to say about it is someone says the entire state building. Yeah, I went to the entire state building. And, it's funny. I was laughing so hard. Onyx! Ooh. Has anyone seen that movie about Freddie Mercury with Mr. Robot in it? I haven't heard anything about it. I wonder if it's good. I remember when there were talks about making a biopic about Freddie Mercury. Everyone was like, who should play him? Who should play him? I thought that Sacha Baron Cohen would be a very good pick because he looks so much like Freddie Mercury. It's kind of spooky. All he needed was a mustache but they went with Mr. Robot, who I feel doesn't really look like Freddie Mercury. I mean, we all know what Freddie Mercury looks like, and Mr. Robot is much. He has a very unique look to him. Ah, come on. Can you pull this one out for me? I need you to pull this one out for me, especially Davis. I need you to pull out. Okay, Davis, we're pulling out. Pull out game strong there, Davis. Cause that Screech is nothing to mess with. Bite me. I'm not really big on fighting in the bedroom. Okay, so let me rephrase though. This broadcast is rated TVMA for mature audiences. But the flame body. But I don't like being bitten. Mostly because I don't bruise easily, so it takes all the fun out of it. You know, like part of the fun of fighting and being bitten is leaving bruises, like leaving hickeys and stuff. But for some reason, my skin is like freaking leather. It just like refuses to yield. It's not gonna give in to anyone's shenanigans. Because I had an ex-girlfriend who tried her best. Like, bless her soul. She tried really hard to leave some sort of like hickey or whatever on me. And all she did was just break skin and like ruin my day because my skin was in pain. You know? It was just like, this could have been fun, but you ruined it. Lax Incense, we're not gonna fight that guy. Like, I'm sure we could. I think that's a trainer. This D-pad. This D-pad. You're one of the 4 cop brothers. 4 brothers, huh? That was a good movie. That movie is old. Oh my goodness. It makes me feel old. Tropius, huh? What is this guy? I was about to say allergic to. Oh my god, I almost said, what is this Pokemon allergic to? Allergic? Oh my goodness! Allergic! What is happening into my brain right now? Ooh, those are pretty colors. But, I guess fire is what it's allergic to. Just like stupidity, which I have displayed plenty of with the previous sentences. Oh, man. So I was watching. Oh my god, whose video is it? Is it Hydrus? What? I don't remember. I think it was Hydrus. I think it was the Hydrus. I believe it was Hydrus Project. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But I was watching one of his videos recently, and it was one where his intro was like, oh, it's a love disc. Okay. His intro was him being dragged into this building. I think he's playing Pokemon White. He's being dragged into this building, and the whole time he's like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Leave me alone. And then he gets in there, and he's like, ooh, I can dress up my Pokemon? And then he ends up dressing up his Pokemon and has the time of his life doing it, and I was cracking up. I was like, this is some wholesome entertainment right here. This is the kind of content I'm here for. Give me this kind of wholesome enjoyment. Wartortle, huh? Davis, you got this, right? Davis, I believe in you. Believe in the heart of the cards, Davis. Believe in the heart of the cards. Yeah, to hell with this damn turtle. Send it to hell, Davis. I don't mean that, Wartortle. I love you. I actually think of all the iterations in the Squirtle evolution line, I think Wartortle is the coolest. Blastoise is, of course, Beefy Boy. We don't need to fight him. Actually, you know, we'll call it there. We'll go up to the next floor and then we'll call it. Yeah, we'll just leave the Wartortle Beefy Boy conversation unfinished. If you guys have been enjoying the Nuzlocke so far, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below about whatever you want or whatever the question of the day is, because I haven't decided yet. I'll decide during editing, so you'll see it on the side of the video right over there. As always, I'm Saturn, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later!